What's up, friends and family? Your boy here, documenting his life for you and your enjoyment. Now, I'm not a professional bike packer or a professional YouTuber, but join me as I try to do both. I got my old Trek 4300 fully loaded. Maximum weight recommendations are under 300 pounds. Everything you see here, plus the rider and the weight with the water, we are at 294. That is crazy. Hopefully we can lighten that as we go through it. A lot of that's just food. Got my tortillas, my PB&J and stuff like that. I'm packing extremely light, got very lightweight bedding. So my tent, 3 pounds, got an inflatable mattress, got my whoopee and my long pants, so that'll keep me warm. But yeah, I am planning to ride out to Banner this weekend, staying there, and then riding back Monday. Total round trip should put me just under 150 miles. We are just trying to get familiar with the setup, taking a look at everything that we can change and apply to the new 4500 when we start doing the longer trips. I want to try to do the Desert Ramble here, which will take me all the way through Anza-Borrega. Yeah, which will take me all the way through Anza-Borrega, all the way through Salton Sea, up through Big Bear, Joshua Tree, all that stuff. So I'm excited. This is my bike. I'll show you what I'm doing here. The reason the bike's so heavy is I not only had to pack food for the ride, but I also had to pack food for the weekend. Coupled with my bedding, my sleeping mat, it really weighed the bike down, which made the ride a lot more difficult. I'm going to cut you out. I'm not going to hear you in the video. All right, it is 6 a.m. and we are up before the sunrise. Can you see that back there? No sun yet. All right, that'll be nice for the morning. But yep, we're gonna start this morning right and get going. Here we go. Follow me on this journey. What is up? Man, we are getting smashed already. Take a look at this hill. I don't know what grade that is. It's like an 11% grade or something. Not easy to do when you're hooking a 300-pound mass around. Anyway, it'll get lighter as I go. But we took a wrong turn, which is why we're going on hills. But yeah, we're pretty close. We're about an hour and a half outside Alpine. Well, we are on our first phase here, taking a little bit of a break. We are right outside P2K, out there off Willow Glen Drive. And this is what I'm taking to the Hessa up to Albertsons and Alpine. Hoping to make Alpine before noon, hopefully. The idea was to get there before 10 today, but these hills, some of these hills have been insane. So anyway, try not to overdo it on the first phase here. Still got to get all the way up to Julian, so we are just taking a little bit of a break here so we don't get all crampy. But yeah, this is a blast so far. Not so hot, kind of just right. So I just wanted to take this moment to say thanks for giving me this beautiful day. What a beautiful day. We are making good time. Bike is loaded down, heavy. But we're making the best time we can with that. Beautiful views out here. Definitely check it out, man. Worth it. All right, just wanted to pop in and say hi. Certainly is loud up here in Alpine. So many douches just want to blast by you with their truck or BMW. Realizing the elevation left to gain and the daylight left to do it, reality started to creep in. What is up? I'm about 5 miles out outside Perkins Market. That's pretty famous for its connection there in Descanso. That'll take me north on 79. I'm looking at the sun and I'm just starting to wonder if I'll have enough daylight to get to Julian and back, or really Banner. I mean, it's possible from here. It's not that hard. It's just I kind of want to get there before it gets dark. So I may cut it short and stay in Green Valley. That's part of the, what is it, the Rancho Cuyamaca State Park, whatever. Get a campsite there. I mean, it's close enough to Julian anyway, but after riding up here, man, it is a lot of climbing. I would say the first day should just be getting to Alpine. First day is all climbing just to get to Alpine. Be good to get a hotel there, charge all your stuff, get a good night rest, recharge, and then book it to Julian on the next day like that. So maybe a 4-day weekend would be a Julian trip. Anyway, I got to be back to work on Monday or Tuesday, so I got to cut this I got to cut this adventure short. This is what I'm talking about. Check this out. Water station. This is how you encourage people to do it. You make it accessible. I don't know, whoever owns this place, it's got all kinds of cool stuff, but God bless. Awesome. Thanks for the water. Definitely needed it after Viejas Grade Road. It's just 6 miles of climbing. That's all it was. It's climbing. 3 hours of climbing. Crazy. Well, I just got here and it's just about dark. I'm no Ryan Doozer, but this is definitely an occasion for the happy dance. Woo, 48 miles from San Diego to here, just outside Julian. We are at Green Valley Campgrounds. This place is going to be my abode for the next 2 days. So looking forward to doing some recovery, some good old-fashioned junk food eating, setting up tent here in the dark, and everything else that comes with camping. Well, bike packing. Check it out. Got my oatmeal waiting on me. Fire. Free firewood, because I found all that over there behind the trees. So, yeah, it just goes to show you don't need a whole lot. Fortunately, I had enough gas in my lighter to get some kindling going. See my little stainless water bottles getting some water heated? That's good. I'm going to use for my coffee and my oatmeal. Pretty cool. Look at my little setup here. There's my vehicle. This is my house. This is my view. It's pretty noisy here, though. A lot of kids. I mean, it's Columbus Day weekend, so it's obviously going to be a bunch of that. But, man, these kids were loud. Screaming. Everything they said was a scream. Can't stand that. People, tell your children not to fucking scream when they talk. Just tell them to use your fucking normal voice. Here's my mess kit. Solo cup. I had my plastic knives, forks, and spoons, which was just a fork and a knife, and my stainless steel too, which I can put water in and boil. That was nice. And my gloves to handle stuff at the fire. So that's how I ate. Very minimal. Well, I have to be honest. I was looking for a peaceful, quiet time in the woods, but it was my mistake for coming to a state park for campgrounds. It is everything but peaceful or quiet. I've had like 6 interruptions so far. I was just trying to take a nap, rest up for tomorrow, but the state park people keep bothering you. The people walking by want to ask you questions, talk. It's like it's just too populated, unfortunately.
I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, there's folks out here that love that. That's what Southern Cal is, famous for, is just for someone like myself who's looking for a less densely populated area to kind of enjoy nature and just not hear any cars or people or be asked anything by any state rangers. It is just truly a disappointment. So, Green Valley Campground, you need to work on that. You need to work on it. I don't know what you can do, but it's just too much, like, it's just general harassment by the people that work here. I get people who are curious and they want to know what you're all about. I understand that, but it's pretty obvious. I got a tent and a bicycle. You don't need much more than that. I paid my fee. Just leave me the hell alone, people. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy some lunch here, and I'll check back in here in a little bit. All right, that wraps up my second day here, and I'm off to the casa. So if all goes well, should be there before sunset. That's the goal anyway. And I don't know, maybe looking forward to a burrito. Bike is much lighter, which is good. It'll help me. And I don't know, some lessons learned, a lot to digest, but ultimately, I don't know. I guess we can call it a success when we get back home. That's how high up we are. We climbed all the way up. We are above the clouds. So much climbing we did on my Saturday. Craziness, man. I think it's 5,000 feet up here. It's still high. Ooh, beautiful though.